Hello, hi students. Today in this class we are going to learn about wheat and wheat flour. Wheat is an annual grass of genus Triticum aestivum grown in many parts of the world. They are basically categorized according to the color and hardness of the grain. If you look at the grain structure of a wheat, they are divided into three major parts. One is bran, endosperm, and germ. If you look at the physical structure of a wheat, bran is 14.5 to 15 percentage, endosperm is 83 percentage, germ is 2.5 percentage. Bran is made up of 6 layers, namely outer epicarp, inner epicarp. The fourth layer, called as testa, contains the coloring matter which decides the color of the wheat grain and could also influence the color of the flour. The sixth layer, called as aleuron cells, contains an enzyme called protease which has a softening effect on flour protein and consequently on dough, and it gives a softening effect when kneading operation. According to the color and hardness of the wheat, it can be classified into hard red winter, hard red spring, soft red winter, hard white wheat, soft white wheat, and durum wheat. Durum is a wheat specially used for pasta based products because this wheat yields flour which will have more quantity protein content in it, so it is suitable for making pasta flours and to make pasta related products. Hard wheat flours are high in good quality protein, so it has a property of absorbing more moisture, water. It has a very good gas retention power, good mixing capabilities, and very good fermentation tolerance, and it is best suited for yeast fermented products, especially breads. Soft wheat flour. Soft wheat flours are low in good quality protein, so these flours will have the opposite properties of hard wheat flour. That means it will have a poor absorption power, poor mixing qualities, poor in fermentation tolerance, poor in gas retention power. So such flours are suitable for making shortest pastry based products such as cookies, turnovers, and savory biscuits. Flour is a final product obtained by milling of wheat grains or a mixture of wheat grains blended together to get a particular quality flour. The quality of the flour depends on the type of wheat used in the grist, the length of extraction, and the level of chemical treatment. There are two main grades of flour. They are patent flour. It is only with 60% of extraction approximately, and baker's flour or the straight run flour, it will be with 72% of extraction approximately. As I told you earlier, there are three major parts of wheat. Above that, at the apex of the wheat kernel, what you can see a hairy structure that is called as the beard of the wheat. Then the other part is endosperm. Endosperm is the starch, or you can call it as the floury portion of wheat kernel. It is filled with the starch granules. And bran. Bran is made up of pericarp, epidermis, hypodermis, cross layers, tube cells, seed coats, testa, and hyaline layer. The fourth layer, testa, contains coloring matter which decides the color of the wheat grain and flour. And the sixth layer is aleuron cells, which has an enzyme called protease, which has a softening effect on flour protein. Germ. Germ is with the other four parts. They are plumule, scutellum, radicle, and radical cap. Germ contains bitter oils, so it is recommended to avoid germ contamination during the milling process. It will affect the keeping quality of the wheat, so it is always better to avoid germ contamination during the milling operation. The selected wheat grains are milled by a highly automated milling process called roller flour milling. It's an automated system. A series of equipments and a complex set of equipments are used in this system to mill the wheat. Before milling, the wheat has to undergo several processes in terms of cleaning. Number one, it is subjected to a separator. It's a chamber where screens remove sticks, stones, and fine materials. Then it will be subjected to another chamber called aspirator. Removes lighter impurities in an air stream. So hot blowing or fast blowing air will remove dusty particles, that is the lighter impurities. Then it is subjected to a disc separator where a number of series of discs will catch and remove cockles and other foreign grains materials. Maybe any foreign material like barley or cockle and unsound wheat is found, it will be removed. Then scorer. It's a drum-like chamber with a paddle rotating at high speed. It beats the wheat and remove impurities and roughage. Then it is subjected to another chamber with a magnetic field. As it has got magnetic field, it will absorb the metal or iron particles and other impurities with iron content, and it will be removed. Then it is subjected to washer stoner, where high speed rotators wash grain and remove stones. Then it is tempered, a water soak toughens bran and softens endosperm for easier milling. After that, it has to undergo one more series of equipment called as entolator. High impact vortex machine breaks and removes fungus and infected wheat kernels. Then at last, all the cleaning process is over. The wheat is subjected to final milling. The slide which I have shown you is a simplified version of roller flour milling process. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you understood about the flour, wheat, types of flour, and the flour milling process. And if you have any doubts, please don't forget to write to me.